one of the members of the USA World Games roster, and he's here this weekend. First touch for Christian Johnson, and on his first throw of the season, he finds Antoine Davis for the
top team in the East. Like, what? Nobody that young ever joined an elite O-line before.
I was listening to San Francisco's Antoine Davis be interviewed as Schlockett unleashes long, looking for Sanchez. Zlatic in pursuit, but it's all Sanchez as that throw. So we're tied 2-2, and that just nearly hit the ground. Instead, Burrell caught it and shoots it to Harris, who's all alone. Reinhardt trailing behind. Centers to Yearwood. And into the end zone.
He gets those hungry eyes when a disc goes in the air. You can see him kind of start to chop step as guys get real big. And now he's going deep.
Cohen had a big game here in Toronto 3 years ago in the finals. And Cohen beats McKnight.
Wow.
And that throw is behind Lindquist. Sawyer Thompson comes up with a D.
That's a heck of a stand there. A lot to look at if you're the thrower. I'm not sure how he didn't wind up throwing a goal there, but good pressure from San Francisco.
No one guarding Sanchez. 2 men on Davis. They throw it deep anyway. And there's Antoine Davis. Los Angeles. Things are very, very tight among the top 5 in the West. Big game later today. San Jose is at San Diego.
Look at that.
Perfectly on a platter.
You're up on that play, but I also couldn't tell if.
Harris looking for Armitage. Cohen bearing down, and he's got another D.
I mean, there it is.
San Francisco keeps possession. And into the end zone. The first multi-turnover point of the game. And it ends with Cam Harris in the end zone.
Not Connor.
Harris scoobers it to Wu. Burrell. Remember, Wu and Burrell were teammates with the Riptide last year, and how about that placement?
Very different mentalities between the two. But yeah, I mean, also, how about not having a winner? That makes it a lot easier to stay in shape and train.
True.
You know, that's nice.
Wu looking long. Cox couldn't get there. And
to catch it, but you don't have control and somebody knocks it out. I mean, in my book, hey, you didn't catch it.
Tremendous defense from Toronto. They closed off every option, and the Rush are gaining momentum. Powell. Harris looking for Carroll. Wide open again. Too easy.
That quite a bit. There's no, there's kind of no float on it. So if you miss it, you miss it. And a foot block, double team, and a turn from Toronto. So Toronto is pouring it on.
Rush looking for their first 3-goal lead of the game.
Little step around break from Lloyd and plenty of space for the bookends. Schlockett elects not to throw a 50-50.
Dahlman takes the shot and gets it there. Lucas.
Land on your back so you don't drop it. And ultimately, man, you can go up with one hand, catch it while you're falling backwards. Everybody can be Odell Beckham Jr. in ultimate.
How about that shot from Andrew Carroll?
Co-ed, men's, women's. All they do is win.
Burrell looking for Carroll. In position for another assist. And there it is. San Francisco obviously going to need a string of breaks. Carroll looking for assist number 8. Yard shy of midfield. Ahead to Burrell. Everyone else on the rush is behind him. Wu takes off. Wu accelerates. Wu scores. By the time he's done. Dahlman takes a shot. Davis versus Lloyd and McKenzie. And Antoine Davis rises up once, leading the FlameThrowers as the head coach. Looking long for Lloyd. Sanchez defending. And Lloyd on the second effort somehow makes the play.